Alexis, I'm going to give you 3 short phrases.
Oh, no.
Okay, and I just want you to tell me which one would be the most terrifying to hear said to you on a first date.
Okay, let's go.
Dry party,
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, yikes.
Her face. Do I have to go?
minimum wage,
Oh, is that why we can't afford the alcohol?
or forever soulmate.
Oh, God.
I think we got the winner on that one.
You guys,
Sober bro commitment.
she's literally breaking out in hives.
She's pushing away
Is
from
there
the
an
desk.
option D?
Well, I know the word soulmate might sound a little intense for a first meetup.
Yeah.
But one of our
definitely.
listeners says that's the type of bond she felt immediately with the guy that she met up with. And
boy.
their connection all started with a tiny stack of Legos.
Oh,
What?
no.
So Legos she wasn't afraid of. She
Oh,
perked up over there.
Compared to those other
Yeah.
things.
Do we need an we need an EpiPen for her
Just
to get
in
through
case.
this next segment?
Let's bring some adrenaline in here. You're going to hear what happened with her possible soulmate in your brand new second date update.
Yeah.
Next. I think there's a time in everyone's life, usually it's somewhere in your 20s, where you're having a good time, you're carefree, the possibilities are endless.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, it happens. Your best friend gets engaged.
No!
Oh, yay.
And you're like, oh, wait a second.
No.
The party's about to be over.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I got to find somebody. It's like dating musical chairs now. And if you don't move quickly, you're going to be left with just a spot on the floor all by
Give
yourself.
people that type of anxiety,
That's
Jeffrey.
what I'm saying. You got to move fast. And that's kind of where one of our listeners, Marianne, found herself a few months back. And she said it changed the way that she thought about dating.
Oh, man.
So, Marianne, welcome to the show.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
It's in her name.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Mary.
Yeah.
So, Marianne, tell us about your dating life. What's going on?
It's been fine and normal and good. I've been trying, though, to meet a guy for a while, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
so,
and your requirements are different now, is kind of what Jeff is alluding to. You're looking for something more.
yeah. I'm looking for my soulmate now.
No
Ah.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, gosh, I guess this phase of life is here. It like made this alarm go off inside me, like, what have I been doing? Just screwing around. And I
Okay.
can't be single by myself when everybody else is getting married.
Well, don't feel peer pressured into finding your soulmate, but
I found getting into
get
peer
it.
pressure is a good thing always. So
It's not.
it is.
Yeah. Okay.
How have you tried to pursue a soulmate now? What strategy are you using?
Most recently, I did speed dating.
Like
Oh.
old school in person, like at a bar or something?
Yeah. Well, so this one was interesting because it was Lego speed dating, actually.
What
What is
does that mean?
So what you do is you meet and there's like a place with a bunch of tables, and then there are Lego pieces on each table.
Uh-huh.
And they start that timer and you sit down, and then the person across from you guys are talking, but you create something from the Lego while you are talking.
Oh, that
So
sounds
So it's like
super fun to
you don't
me.
have to have like uncomfortable eye contact. Like there's something else to do.
It's like a big fidget table.
With my
Okay.
ADD, I'd be too distracted. I'd
Yeah.
be like, I made an airplane. It's crashing.
But it sounds like you're supposed to build something together.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
you're teaming up to
Yeah.
I
make
didn't
something.
think of that. Okay.
That's cool. It's
And
like a
then-
metaphor for
and-
your relationship.
Right. Also kind of a innuendo there. How the pieces fit together.
I don't know if
Yeah, no.
everybody would think
No.
that way, Brooke, but it's good to know how you see speed dating.
How many people are fighting? Like, no, we need this piece. Like,
Yeah.
no, that's not goes there.
Well,
Yeah.
then you know you're not a good match.
Okay.
So how did it go with the Lego building?
I thought it went fantastic.
Really?
Okay.
Did you meet someone?
Well, when I sat down across from Steve,
Steve,
we
okay.
decided that we would build Harry Potter's wand.
Yay!
Oh.
Awesome.
What is it? Just like one giant stack of
Are there
Legos?
circular Legos? Like, how are you doing that?
There are
No.
circular Legos.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And wands come in many shapes and sizes. There's all kinds of wands. It's not just one long stick.
So
okay?
basically, he's like a dorky Harry Potter head like you are, which is also another common interest, it sounds like.
100%. We were like, oh, we totally speak the same language. We have the same interests here.
Cool.
And it was going better than I ever could have hoped. And then I was like,
Aw.
okay, we have 30 seconds left. They let you know when your time is wrapping
Uh-huh.
up. And I was like, what spell should we cast? And I was totally just being ridiculous. And he was like, well, I'm going to cast a love spell on you to put your number in my phone so we can go on a real date.
Oh, that's cute.
Is
Nice.
is
They
that
got you-
romantic?
I think so.
If they're both
Okay.
into Harry Potter.
It
And they
depends
sat down to a big pile of brown Legos, it sounds like to
Yeah.
me.
It was smart and clever and cute, right? And he
Yeah.
was like playing along. And so we did. A week later, we went out and we just went to a ping pong bar and goofed around and played ping pong and drank
Cool.
and kissed. And it was
Kissed. Oh, whoa. Back up.
Ooh.
I mean, literally, it was perfect. I felt like I had this strong connection with him, and we were talking about the future and our dreams in life.
Well, that's what happens when you get a love spell cast on you.
Maybe the spell wore off. That's why he's not calling her back.
Maybe.
Dude, that's crazy, though.
Yeah.
It's like you put out into the universe that you wanted to meet your soulmate, and it felt like the universe was kind of delivering.
Yeah, like, I mean, here's the deal. I've been on a lot of dates, okay? And I have met a wide variety of people, but I honestly feel like Steve might be my soulmate.
Whoa.
Wow. After one date.
Oh.
And a Lego building, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
warn you about that when you build Legos together.
Then why would he not be calling you back?
I have no idea. It just felt like everything clicked so well, and we were laughing, and the chemistry was good, and I'm not really sure what happened.
There's no red flags at all.
But that's kind of a red flag in itself.
Exactly,
That there's no
Jeff.
red flags?
Yeah, there's
True.
usually
Too good
something.
to be true.
Yeah.
That might be what it is. In fact, if I was doing speed dating with the Legos, I would build a red flag
Oh.
Oh,
That's actually
nice.
pretty
just to let
clever.
them know.
Yeah, that you are a walking red flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Date at your own risk. But
Yeah.
we're going to call Steve here and we're going to ask him if he sees you two as soulmates the same way that you guys do.
Can we save that for like the second question?
No?
Pretty intense.
All right, okay. Maybe we'll ask how he's doing
Remember-
today,
There you
and
go.
then we'll ask if he's soulmates.
Jeffrey's the red flag of our group.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
we can
Yeah.
see why.
We're going to do it with your second date update next. Brooke, do you remember the exact moment you first fell in love with your husband?
Aw, Brooke.
Gosh, I remember the first time I saw him for sure.
But when
He
you
knows-
fell in love,
I mean, it takes time, and I don't think it happens in one
Still hasn't happened yet.
instant. My husband can tell you the exact moment he knew that he loved me.
What was it?
Oh.
Will you speak for him?
Oh no, yeah, we were on top of a volcano.
What the heck?
wait,
True
movie?
story. True story.
No way.
And
Life flashed before his eyes.
we weren't very well prepared. We had just gone and thought we were going hiking, and
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
okay, he was having a heat stroke. He wasn't falling
It
in
was
love
very-
with you, Brooke.
It was very cold,
Okay.
actually. The
Well,
He was
opposite.
dying.
Yeah.
Just saying, that special moment looks different for everyone. And for Marianne, our listener, that moment happened when her speed date Steve picked up some Legos and built her a Harry Potter wand and cast a love spell.
Oh, it's really cute.
Yeah, but after they went out to a bar, love spell seems to have worn off a little bit. So we're going to try and reactivate it here with a second
Yes.
date update.
How long ago was it that you saw him, Steve?
It's been a week since I've heard of him,
Okay.
or heard from him, and so,
And just nothing. He hasn't texted you back at all.
no, he just disappeared.
Okay.
Wow.
That wouldn't
Weird.
have happened if your date was on a volcano.
Maybe he was actually Cinderella. He turned into a pumpkin.
Oh.
No,
And-
Harry Potter, he has the invisibility cloak on.
Oh, that's what
yeah.
it is. Is there a lost shoe involved?
Okay. All this talk of magic and eruptions and volcanoes.
Yeah.
It's got me
Got you
wanting to
hot?
call. Yeah.
No wonder I haven't found love.
Turning
It
me
sounds
on.
made up and mythic.
We better just call Steve before it gets too steamy in here. Are you ready, Marianne?
I am.
All right, let's do this. I'm dialing his number right now.
Hey, hello.
Hey, is this Steve?
Yes, speaking. Who's this?
Hey, Steve. It's your lucky day. You're on the radio right now with Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Steve.
Okay.
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 All right. You got a second right now?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
We're calling because we got your number from one of our listeners named Marianne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. She's a woman that you met at speed dating and went out with once?
Yeah, wow. Okay. So she asked you to call me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you surprised by that?
No, I guess I'm not surprised by that. I'm surprised it's happening. I'm not surprised that she would do that, I guess.
Well, you don't have to
Okay.
sound nervous. It's supposed to be a good thing. It means that she had a really good time with you.
She had a
And
great time with you.
Yeah.
Yes, I gathered that. Yes.
you did.
Well, that's good. Did you have a good time?
Honestly, I did. She was very fun to talk to.
Uh-huh.
It just started getting a little weird towards the end.
It sounds like you're choosing your words like super carefully
Yeah.
right now.
Well, I don't dislike this. It just was a little too unusual for me.
Okay.
Unusual.
Is this before or after you kissed her? Because we heard there was kissing involved at the bar.
I would say it definitely got the weirdness spiked after that.
Why?
What
Is
happened?
it something she said? What?
So she was pretty openly talking about the idea of soulmates.
Uh-huh. Was that
Wait,
too much?
she said that to you?
Yes.
But she was just talking about it as like a big idea, right? Like not you're my soulmate.
She opened it like that, and then she was like, I think you might be one of my soulmates.
Whoa.
Wait,
Lot.
and then isn't there only one soulmate?
Nah, you can have more.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
No, that's
Wait.
the point. It's not soulmates, it's soulmate.
So that's exactly what I said. And she was like, yeah, well, everyone has 3 soulmates.
3?
Ah,
3.
I didn't know that.
Brooke, this is good news for you and your marriage.
Yeah.
No, I can see that though. It's like your best friend, your sister. No?
You want to bring your sister as your soul? I think it's a little
Soulmate
weird.
isn't a sexual thing.
Yeah.
Soulmate is just someone who you're like connected with in this
Yeah.
beyond any other relationship type of way.
Like my
Okay.
PlayStation's my soulmate.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's kind of how we are understanding it. But Steve, how were you understanding what Marianne was telling you?
Oh, I mean, what you guys are talking about sounds great. That sounds very reasonable. That is not what I was presented with. To her, it's like a thing where you have a past soulmate, a present soulmate, and a future soulmate. And these are all romantic.
You have 3.
God, you got to find 3 of them in your life that you want
I
still
know.
want to make out with?
Finding one
Yeah.
is hard enough as it is.
I can't even
Yeah.
find a soul friend, let alone a mate.
But I don't get it. Like,
Yeah. Just a little too absurd to me, this idea of like boyfriends of past, present, and future.
Hey, I have something to say.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, Steve, sorry, that's Marianne. She's been listening on the other line and clearly wants to talk to you. Usually they wait till we
it's
call
like the
them
ghost of Christmas past.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Were you going to tell me that?
in. I think I just
We
did.
were.
Okay.
okay.
Yes. Hi, Marianne.
Marianne, you had something to say?
Hi, Steve. You sound really confused, and I feel like maybe I just didn't do a very good job of explaining it.
Oh.
Because it's like this for everyone. It's just a rule of the universe, right? So you have 3 soulmates. You have a past soulmate, and a present soulmate, and a future soulmate. Those are the 3
Yeah.
soulmates that you find in your life, right?
So which soulmate is Steve?
what number?
Okay, right. So I'm pretty sure, is my present soulmate, right? My high school boyfriend, that was my past soulmate.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. He sucked.
Steve, I really think has the possibility to be my present soulmate.
Yeah, but that kind of indicates to him that he's going to get
Yeah.
dumped for another dude along the way.
Like a
That's-
placeholder.
It's better to have
Yeah.
a small part of Marianne than none at all.
That's very romantic.
I would agree with that, sure. But look, like, it's not me. Like, I'm not making this up, right? This is like a law of the universe.
Huh.
Okay. Steve, how does that make you feel?
Wow.
Thinking that you could possibly be her present soulmate.
Well, if I'm the present soulmate and then suddenly there's a future soulmate, then with that future soulmate, then that's your present soulmate, and then I'm your past soulmate. So the whole system falls apart really fast.
That's a good
Oh.
point.
Yeah, it should be on a numbering system. I
Yeah.
agree.
I
1,
would-
2, 3.
Wouldn't
Okay.
you rather just not click that deep and just be like a date?
Yeah.
Like,
The thing is, I've already had my first soulmate. I can't have another first. And I'm fairly certain, like, it really feels like you will be the second. And then if you're lucky, right? Like, if everything goes well, then I wouldn't even find my future soulmate until after you are dead.
oh, bro.
Oh, that's
Wow.
sweet.
You just have to die, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Let's get on that.
So deep.
It's the most romantic sentence that's ever been uttered on this show.
I mean, wouldn't you want me to find somebody after you die?
What are you talking about? We're not even together yet. What are you talking about meeting someone after I die?
Oh, that's a good point. You aren't together yet until we send you out on your
Now we're talking
soulmate
about the
journey.
present. Yeah.
And we'll pay for you guys to make it official as present soulmates to each other.
Oh, God.
We'll pay for it. Maybe soulmate is a little bit strong here. We'll send you out on another date.
I think
How does that
that's a lot
sound?
better.
And then
Yeah.
you can figure out if the soulmate thing is real or not.
We'll call it a soul date.
I like that.
I mean, given that you did have a good time with her, she's got some kooky ideas, but she likes you. You guys had a great time,
A
Steve.
lot.
No, it is not kooky. It is the rule of 3 soulmates. Like everybody follows this.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Did that convince you to go out with her this time, Steve?
No, I'm sorry. I don't want to find out what other rules of life there are that I didn't know about. I'm really sorry.
I will say it does explain the divorce rate.
Yeah.
I
Very
mean,
true.
People are
Yeah.
just going to their future soulmates.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Wait a second. Wait, Steve, since you said no to the date, does that now make Marianne your past soulmate?
Or,
So that means
Oh.
you only have 2 more to go till you find your forever lady.
and does it mean that Marianne only gets one?
Oh, maybe.
Because she said he was her soulmate.
Yeah.
Well, when you started talking about this, more and more information sort of came to me, and the energy was just not what I thought it was, and I just canceled you in my mind.
Oh.
So it's
Oh.
You can just
it doesn't
cancel
count.
just like
All
that.
Unsubscribed from the soulmate.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, that's my
kinda-
ex-soulmate.
Kind of like these universe rules. Very flexible.
Me too.